We chose to drive for 1 hour on this bank holiday Monday. Well, actually Adrian drove, of course, because we wanted to see one thing mainly, which is the Black Doors exhibition, part of the Museum of Childhood here. I have to say, as we arrived and had this view behind us, the hall looks more beautiful and impressive in reality than on the photograph on the website. That photograph, although a good one, I don't think it really does it justice. But then Sudbury Hall, a 17th century built place, is a lot more than just a museum of childhood and some nice history around it. Like many National Trust places, there's a lot more to it than it seems at first glance.
Done it!
And I'm still what is that called?
It's the Cup and Ball, digital enhanced edition.
Oh wow! And did you used to play with it?
No.
So how was it, Rosie, to be up the chimney and around?
Well, it was dark, that was for sure. You could hardly see anything, and it was quite cramped actually. I banged my head a couple of times. It hurts. It's quite weird actually. It's like a tunnel.
How do you think it felt for children to do this day in, day out?
Really scary. I would not want to do that.
The Museum of Childhood also portrays how life for children in the Victorian times were, which wasn't all like today, of course. Children were expected to work. There's an advert for factory vacancies for children to work in, and also they were sweeping the chimneys, that's what they were used for, and other such things which sound very harrowing for us today. But I remember as a child I read parts of Les Miserables with little Cosette and Gavroche, the boy who was involved in the French Revolution, and I knew about how tough life was for children in different times as I was growing up.
Very good. It was too expensive to keep on giving you lots of sheets of paper. However, I'm not impressed with everybody's work because I gave some very specific instructions, didn't I?
We really enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing this for?
So I've been doing volunteering at the National Trust here at Sudbury Hall for about 2 or 3 years, and we have a school experience where children get to come in and see what it's like to learn in the Victorian times.
But in real life, you said you're a teacher as well?
Yes, in real life I am a real teacher. I teach Year 6 in Burton, which is a very rewarding but challenging year with the SATs. But of course, they have a lot to be grateful for in comparison to the Victorian times when they had the things like the cane and the dunce's cap, which thankfully we don't have nowadays.
Exploring Sudbury Hall inside now, we discover what the connection to the suffragette movement is. To celebrate 100 years from the achievement of the movement to get women's rights, Sudbury Hall hosts an exhibition about the women who lived here throughout the ages, of course, and they also exhibit art about women artists or about concepts around women in power and feminism. And the exhibition will be open till November, and I'd say come and explore it. We are now in Lady Vernon's sitting room, and the part of the current exhibition about women creating decorations for the house.
Faces passing by too fast to recognize, caught inside my mind. Don't cut me loose this time. In between the space, paths made of time and place. Stumbling in a dream, you whisper in my ear. Lost
Another discovery about Sudbury Hall, the 1994 BBC production Pride and Prejudice used the interior of this hall to picture Mr. Darcy's house because of, you can see, I think, behind me, the grand door and the decoration, the beautiful decoration it features. But why this interest in black dolls? Well, besides the obvious social significance, my father had a black doll which was one of his favorite toys as he was growing up. You have to imagine my father was a child in the 50s in Romania, which was a communist country, and we didn't really have many people of color back then there. So, of course, the toy was different, and that's why he liked it. But Adrian, my partner, says that he had a black doll which he liked for just the same reason. It was different. Children don't judge on difference. They might like it, but they just take it as a fact.